I'm a director and I've studied like cinematography, so I can be more familiar and stuff, but it's really difficult for like my brain to contain that information of like the
Yeah.
logical aspect of things. I'm more of a creative mind. So when you work with a director, what is like the best, what kind of directors do you like to, I guess, work for? Do you mind if like a director doesn't know so much about cinematography, or is there other aspects that make a working
I
relationship?
I think I actually prefer when the director doesn't have too much technical knowledge, because I feel like it allows me to tell a story visually. When the director doesn't get too much involved, I get to do more storytelling, which I like, because like you did, you're a director who studied cinematography. I feel like I did the opposite. Like I'm a cinematographer who studied directing. And I
Mm,
feel like that has helped me a lot with my cinematography, because I think a lot more, I have a lot more storytelling like in the back of my mind when I'm thinking about the visuals. So so I think like if a director doesn't know too much technical stuff, I feel like I get to do that a bit more, be a bit more free, I guess.
I know you're from Norway. How is it over there? How is the whole COVID situation in Norway?
It's actually, I live in Oslo, which is the capital, and it's gotten a lot stricter now. It was very strict in March, April, and then it sort of loosened up a bit during the summer. But now they're closing everything down again. So yeah, so but luckily we have in views, we have a lot of post-production going on, because we're working on a fantasy film,
Oh,
and we're also doing a lot of like commercial stuff, and it's mostly post-production right now. So that's nice, because we can't really go out with a big crew or
yeah,
shoot so much.
yeah. So I know I watched your guys' YouTube series about the fantasy making of the fantasy film.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the film that you're working on right now in post?
Yeah, that's right. The film is a Views production. So so yeah, we're not that many people actually. So and I like that, because that gives me a lot of like work to do and a lot of responsibility, which I like. So I'm pretty involved in every aspect. Like Anders asks me about, like, because we're doing some reshoots now this weekend actually, or some flashback scenes, uh, and um, and Anders is asking me about like what I think we need in the film, to like fill the hole that we have right now, and I like that, because it means that I'm involved in both like the storytelling, but also the visuals, and of course VFX, and I have a lot to say, and that's nice.
How do you know this is a story you want to work on? If you want to, like, if you see someone's story, let's say, like, if someone wants to, hey, I want you to come be a cinematographer on my project, what about the story that makes you want to attach to the project?
It could be different things. Sometimes it's because I feel like a personal attachment to one of the characters or the story itself. Sometimes it's because if they're gonna do something crazy like big explosions or something that I haven't done before, something that is new to me. Um, and sometimes just because like I have time and I wanna, if I have some free time, I'd rather be out making films than not. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's a bit different.
it just depends. And I know you're a
Yeah.
writer as well. How do you know what idea you want to pursue when you're writing, and you know you want to direct it? Like,
Well, in school there was one project that I've never felt that way before or since, actually. So that was a script that I read because I was studying directing. So we had to read scripts and pick a script we were going to film. And one of the scripts were just spoke to me in a way I haven't felt before, because I I had been going through what the main character was going through somewhat, and it was about a gay kid who got beat up at night because he was gay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gay, but I have gotten beat up just randomly, and that really like tore me apart for many weeks. I didn't want to leave my bedroom, and I felt like that. I felt that. Sorry about that. I felt that like in the character, and that was so like powerful, and I just had to make that film. And I've never felt anything like that since. So I'm hoping that happens again. Yeah.
Crazy. Thank you for telling me that story. Yeah, I think it's like when it's like such a vulnerable place where you're coming from a story that you're almost like embarrassed to tell it, because you're just, it's just, I feel like that gets like the best response when you do make it and you put it out there. I think that's like comes from the best place, even though it feels like, oh, you know, I don't know if people have gone through a similar experience, so it's like feels almost weird connecting to it. But yeah, I totally get you that sometimes those like moments in your life where something really affected you, those stories tend to do the best.
I'm also a big fan of plot, so like really like well thought out plots that like where we have a bunch of pieces like coming together at the end, like almost like a crime mystery type of films. I really like those. And then I also like the personal when something connects with me. So it's like either I like plot heavy films or something I've like experienced myself, if I'm gonna make them. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, what is your favorite, if you had to pick one, what is your favorite camera to use?
Right. I don't know. I feel like I don't really have a favorite camera because I don't have like a main camera. I use a lot of different cameras. Like I have a GH5 actually, which is pretty like, it's pretty rigged up. It almost looks like a red. So I use that a lot. But on bigger projects, I tend to use red or black magic. I really love black magic actually, because I think you get a lot for your money.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot to offer. So maybe black magic actually.
Yeah, I have a black magic.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's my favorite. I love it. So what about lens? What's your favorite lens?
That's actually more tricky. Because I don't know. I use a lot of different lenses, and I guess like I love when you get to we do a lot of run and gun. So I love it when I get to use like proper like cinema lenses. I know I use the Sigma like 18 to 35 and 50 to 100 a lot, because they're so versatile.
What's your thoughts on anamorphic?
I've actually had that discussion with my friends, because I've been hating on anamorphic a bit, because
Really?
yeah, because I'm a fan of like I'm I'm a big fan of like David Fincher's style of everything being like super clean and crisp and sharp, and there's a lot of precision to it.
Mm-hmm.
And anamorphics are just, they're so soft in the edges, and I like the lens flares, but um, that's about it. I don't like the softness you get.
What are your, actually one question. What's your advice to filmmakers that are just starting out in the business,
Um,
or just
it could be. What did you say?
filmmakers in general?
Yeah. I don't know. Like I usually just like to take, how do you say it? Like, I would say that if you can just get out there and do as much as you can, like work a lot for free. If you're starting out, like work hard, work for whatever you get paid, if you can like sustain it, and like, because the opportunities will come if you work hard and if you deliver good results, like you're gonna get opportunities. So that's sort of my, and still is my, like way of doing filmmaking. I just do as much as I can and just be a yes man. Just say like yes to everything and just work a lot. And people are gonna see that you work hard and they're gonna appreciate it and come back to you.